Hello and welcome. Everything we do online, whether it's transacting with a bank, whether it's social media, maybe possibly how you're viewing it now, there's an app for it. All of our transactions, all of our entertainment, interactions, things of that nature are driven and motivated by apps. So I guess the biggest question that I get asked is, how can one go about developing an app? If you stay tuned, I'll talk about 3 tips on how you can go about developing your app. Stay tuned. Listen, let's talk about apps and how to develop them. Today, I'll give you 3 tips on how to do that. Let's start by tip number 1. So, let's say you have a problem you're trying to solve and you're looking for a specific solution and you can't seem to find that. Well, my suggestion is maybe there's a way that you can do that on your own. So the first tip is to solve a particular problem. A lot of times we look for apps and look for solutions to solve the problems that we have. And a lot of times we can't find those one-to-one solutions. Maybe there's a derivative, an alternate, or some part in an existing app or solution, but it doesn't really solve the problem that you are facing. That's what I suggest to my clients. Develop an app or design something that fixes the problem for you or solves the problem for you, okay? A lot of times we avoid scratching that itch and then we go about it in a way that's haphazard, where we piece together different apps to function as one solution. That's a perfect time for you to step outside your comfort zone and develop a solution just for you. You may be surprised. Other people might have the same problem. And the suggestion that I have for you to create an app idea is to accomplish a goal or a task. A lot of times we look for unattainable goals and we reach for those. And we sometimes undermine the steps it takes to get there. So let's say, for example, you wanted a different car buying experience. Something that is contactless, meaning there's no middlemen, there's no people involved in the process. And maybe certain apps don't allow for that. Well, you know that process has several steps, whether it's contacting the company for the vehicle, maybe doing audits, background checks, title searches, things of that nature. And you want to do it in your own way. This is a surefire way, a sure way for you to create those steps and build an app around that and put those pieces together to create one. It's a great idea, and it would move you toward taking action to create something. And you never know, maybe other people want that as well. But for you, it accomplishes a goal or completes a task to reach that goal. And that's more important than anything. Tip number 3 for developing an app idea. And that's something that we all look forward to. And that's either educating or inspiring someone. Now, we all want to be better at what we do or just obtain new skills and new knowledge. That's the education portion. Whether you're teaching something to someone that has no idea, novice level, beginner level, or expert level, you're sharing in your experience and you're sharing that knowledge. That is fantastic. A lot of what I do here is share knowledge with you because I've experienced that, and I would rather share it than to hold on to it and harness it for myself. Either that or to be an inspiration to someone else or other people, right? Somewhere along the lines, someone is going to stumble across your content, it's going to stumble across you, your story, and resonate with that. And that is inspiration enough to build an app or service or business around that, because you are sharing resourceful, valuable information, okay? And those are all great ideas for you to move the needle forward and build an app. There's also other ways to do that, whether you're doing it for games, which is entertainment, whether you're doing it for utility, which is completing a task. all of these things have their own specific areas and reasons as to why you want to build those. But all in all, there has to be a reason why you want to build an app versus trying to look at competition or look at what someone else or some other organization has and try to mimic that. Okay? So I hope these tips were very, very helpful. And if you have an app idea and you need help with that, click the link. Let me know what your issue is. I'd be happy to help or even guide you per se. So hopefully that helps. And it was useful. Okay? So remember, your life has color. So design it your own way. And in the meantime, we'll see you in the next one.